Good morning, my dear friends. I hope you're well today. And most of you are already aware I'm not as well as I'd like to be. Cheers first. Look at my new cup. I woke up to this on the counter and I cried. Silly old man. I cried. You've seen the title. The best laid plans of mice and men often go awry. And yes, my plans all went out the window, and I was torn up so bad yesterday about it. Much more than my two sons. Much more than my two sons. And I want to just kind of work through that with you all. I mean, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. This is my group therapy session, and many of yours too. Maybe some of you are thumbs downing right now. This is not what you wanted to hear, and I understand. I hope you don't. I hope you understand that this vlog of mine goes around the place. I know you wanted, many of you wanted montages, pictures, the mountains, Banff, the ghost town I wanted to go see, all that. It'll still happen, maybe even still this year, but it isn't going to happen this week. What went wrong? A couple of years ago, I lost my wife. To divorce, my friends. And that's what happened, to be very, very honest. That cascade of things came to me being without this. It's a weird day. There's people, let me show you. Big truck parked right in the middle of my park across the street. No idea why or what they're doing. I guess I'll find out over time. Anyways, because of the cascade of events that happened from divorce, and I'm not blaming anyone, I'm blaming an incident in my life, a divorce. I lost my house, I lost my car, I lost most of my possessions. Sorry, my teeth are loose today. I lost a lot of things, and I had to rebuild. I had to go bankrupt. They call it consumer proposal. And because of it, my credit is shot. But we felt that we had a good plan on, my daughter was going to rent a car for me, and I would just pay her, because I don't have a credit card, and most places won't rent a car without a credit card. Wow, the sun has gotten bright, and it's just shining even more. So, when we went to rent the car, they noticed that my daughter's driver's license is a learner's license, even though she's in her mid-30s. She only got her license a while ago. And they said, well, we can't rent to somebody with only a learner's. And yeah, but he's going to drive. Well, then it's got to be his credit card. Well, why? I'm going to pay for the car. He's going to drive as secondary driver. Well, if he's secondary driver, primary driver has to have a license. And it was so silly. It was such a back and forth, even though from the same company, National sucks. From the same company, she has rented and let her husband drive over and over, just picked up from a different facility. By that time, he had gone and notified all the facilities, so no matter where we called, oh no, you can't rent. So we tried a few other methods, and I tried something called Truro, car sharing. They say, rent without a credit card. And so I checked them out. And you know what it was? Sure, rent without a credit card, but you better have good credit. It has nothing to do with helping people with bad credit. And shame on Truro also for doing such things. There we go. The sun's just not so bright anymore. Shame on Truro for trying to cash in on this. You got bad credit, we'll help you, when that isn't what they're doing, because the first thing they do is run a credit check on your name and then decline you because you got bad credit. Well, if you had good credit, you'd probably have a credit card and wouldn't need them in the first place. So shame on them. But a day has gone. A day has gone and I've settled myself. I had to keep asking myself, why is Pasha okay about this? Why is Gordy okay about this? And why am I absolutely devastated? Well, there's a couple of things. When I lost my mom and 6 months later lost my marriage, I reverted to becoming a photographer. I had always dabbled, and I went heavy. Twice a week, I went out on full day drives taking pictures. I had 60, 70,000 photographs on my hard drive. I've lost them all, most of them. But that's not the story. The story is that I had really delved into any situation that was bothering me. Getting into the mountains soothed it. It soothed the common beast within me. And then I lost my truck. And after 2 years of really digging into these mountain drives, I had a year where I had no vehicle and it was hurting. And then my daughter gave me an old vehicle of hers and it lasted 6 months, and then I bought a vehicle and it lasted 4 months, and I got back into it, and you guys got some of the videos and pictures from me getting back into it. So I spent this weekend thinking about renting this vehicle and spending a couple of days revisiting that in-depth way of calming myself down. I know I needed it, and it isn't coming. So I fell apart yesterday. I fell apart. I'll be the first to admit it. And my young, almost 11-year-old boy was the one propping me up. Thank you, Pasha. So then I had to look and let myself know a night's sleep, and a good night's sleep finally. A night's sleep, and all of a sudden I can see things a little more clearly, that it's not the end of the world. We'll still get out there. My daughter has a vehicle and she's willing to let me borrow it for a day or two even, if we work it out right between her man's days off and all that. And I said, I'll pay for your cabs around. So we're still going to visit this, and we're still going to do it. It may or may not happen this year, but it will happen. And that's where I need to set my hat, is it will happen. And then to wake up. And that's my older son. Thank you, Gordy. Knowing that Dad's down. Let's get him something. You know, it really touched me. It really, really touched me. So friends, I'm going to find a way to get you some of the videos you want to see. I am going to put montages together. I will even get some cannabis videos going, because school starts next week and we get back onto a regular track. So thank you. Thank you, Sun and Moonshine, for your heartfelt thoughts, wishes, and suggestions. You touched me. You touched me dearly. Angie, caring so much. Baller, all of y'all, Logya, PhD, you all really touched my heart yesterday, and I love y'all. So, friends, here's to some better videos coming out. May not be mountains, but it will be fun. Cheers. Now, I have no idea what's going on across the street. I gotta get back in there and start editing this for y'all, and we'll talk to you down the road. I have missed out on little known fact for a few days. We will get back to that. I gotta find my paperwork. Peace and cheers. Love and harmony.